You're in a crowded cafe and you spot them. They're reading, sunlight catching their hair, and just like that, your brain fast forwards. You're imagining the first date, some random road trip, lazy Sundays. They look up, catch your eye, smile, you smile back. Game on. Now skip ahead a few weeks. They're texting you sweet things, planning a weekend trip, actually telling you they like you. And instead of getting that rush, you just feel it. That drop in your stomach, the eye key, the vibe doesn't just fade. It hits zero, suddenly you're picking them apart. They chew weird. They text back too fast. You pull away, they're confused, and you're left sitting there thinking, "Phi, what is wrong with me?" Asterisk, first off, nothing is wrong with you. You are not broken, and you aren't just some narcissist messing with people. This is actually a psychological glitch, and it is pulling the strings without you even realizing it. People give such lazy advice about this. Oh, you just love the chase, you are scared of commitment. A therapist might label you avoidant and call it a day. But that doesn't really cover it, does it? It doesn't explain the speed. How can you be totally infatuated on a Friday and completely repulsed by Monday? Why does the feeling just crash? You have to look at how attraction actually works in the brain, and it is probably not what you think. Back in the 90s, an economist named George Loewenstein came up with the information gap theory. He figured out that curiosity and desire don't come from what we already know. They come from the gap between what we know and what we're dying to find out. When you are crushing on someone, you are living right in that gap. Why was that look meaningful? Will they text later? What are they thinking? Asterisk, your brain eats this up. It is an itch you can't scratch, and to keep you trying, it pumps out dopamine. Not because you've won, but just to keep you looking. Then they say, "I really like you," and the gap slams shut, mystery over. Itch scratched. Your brain cuts the dopamine off like a switch. Here is the part that is hard to admit. You weren't actually into them. You were into the idea of them. You fell for a blank canvas where you could project whatever you wanted. The second they like you back, they step onto that canvas and become a real flawed person. And real life is never as exciting as the fantasy. It is like finally buying that car you obsessed over. Once you sign the papers, it is just a car. But hold on. If it were just about a dopamine crash, you'd just feel bored. You'd walk away a little disappointed. So why does it feel terrifying? Why does them liking you feel like a cage? There is a deeper layer here, and it is way more personal. Think about how we romanticize unrequited love. From old poetry to modern movies, we're basically taught that love has to hurt to be real. So when someone offers you something safe and easy, your nervous system doesn't recognize it as love. It feels wrong, like a trap. Then there is your own self-worth. If underneath it all, you secretly feel like you are unlovable or just too much, too messed up, someone liking you is actually a threat. Because if you are broken and they like you, their judgment has to be off. Your brain makes this weird instant leap. Yeah, if they want me, they must be an idiot. Asterisk, the fact that they want you makes you not want them. It is a brutal loop. The second they validate you, you devalue them. Just look at dating culture today. People stay in situationships for years completely hooked. But the minute the other person wants to make it official, the spell breaks. Why? Because a situationship is an infinite gap. It is a chase that never stops. Commitment is the period at the end of the sentence, and your brain hates the period. If you don't catch on to this, you are going to spend your life chasing people who are out of reach. You'll keep confusing anxiety for chemistry. You'll walk past the love that could actually work just because it doesn't make your stomach twist. You'll end up alone, not because nobody wanted you, but because you only wanted the ones who wouldn't stay. Here is the thing about real love, the butterflies. That is not the relationship. That is just the spark to get the engine going. Real love isn't the chase. It is what happens when that dopamine fades. It is choosing someone when the mystery is gone. It is looking at them, seeing all their boring, flawed reality and deciding, "Saya, I still want this." Asterisk, in a culture that obsesses over the chase, the most rebellious thing you can do is stop running when someone actually offers you a home. Stop mourning the fantasy and show up for what is real. Ask yourself, are you actually chasing a person, or are you just hooked on not knowing? Let me know below, and if you want to learn how to rewire your brain so you can actually accept real love without getting the EC key, click the next video. It breaks down the 3-step method to stop self-sabotaging. And honestly, it is worth a watch.